How's it going, everyone? Welcome to a Football for Fun clip. We normally live stream on Wednesdays at about 9 Eastern, 8 Central. So if you really enjoy this content and don't want to miss a live stream, please feel free to subscribe to our channel. We're trying to grow our channel. We recently got 100. We are very proud. With that said, enjoy the clip. Asking if we think Bo Nix will have a better year than CJ Stroud.
That's
Which I'd probably
intriguing.
say no, but we could also, if you want to, because you're not the biggest Bo Nix guy. Do you want to use this as a platform to explain that? Okay, because I was actually wondering. So here's the thing: you are not a Bo Nix guy, nor a Sean Payton guy.
Well, okay, so
So
let
like,
me talk
really,
about Sean Payton first. I
yeah, explain yourself.
acknowledge that he is one of the best coaches in the league. You could argue ever. He's got a great offensive
Yeah.
mind. I acknowledge all of that. I just don't like the guy. I think he's a jerk. I'm
Mm.
sorry. That's just my stance. I say that as a Panthers fan. You can call bias if you want. I don't honestly care. I don't think he's that good of a guy. Never liked him. Probably never will. I acknowledge that he's a very
I
good coach
mean,
though.
if you yeah, to your point, and to be fair to you, if you orchestrated what's it called, not
Bountygate.
Spygate, yeah, if you orchestrate Bountygate, then like I can't really think that highly of you
And
as a
he has
human
that
being,
stupid
but I
smug
do
look to him all the time too, you know? And I just hate
I
it.
get that.
I hated seeing it on the opposing sidelines too. As a Panthers fan, you just look across and there he is, all smug, knowing he's gonna win.
Yeah, I can't necessarily disagree. I wouldn't feel as much disdain, probably because like I didn't share a division with him,
And he
but
coached my
I
most
do see
hated
where,
team,
I mean,
so
yeah, I did think it was interesting. Like him and Breeze worked like really well. Maybe it was just like a personality thing where like Sean Payton's kind of the like he's like the a-hole intense and things like that, and Breeze is just kind of like chill, like yeah, I'll just do whatever you
that
need. And
kind of
it's just like
reminds
I
me of
guess it comes
Sirianni
across
and
that way.
Jalen Hurts nowadays.
Yeah.
But no,
Um.
I acknowledge he's
What?
he's a great coach, and I think he's the reason Bo Nix had such a successful rookie season. As for my Bo Nix hate, I never liked him in college. He was terrible in the SEC. Well, not terrible. He was not good in the SEC at Auburn, and then he went to Oregon and was a lot better. I kind of blamed that on
Hmm.
him playing in the Pac-12, um, which maybe isn't fair, and that's going to age poorly now since the Pac-12 teams have. Well, the Pac-12 isn't a thing anymore, but those teams are suddenly looking really good in other conferences. But I wasn't a fan of him in college.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was a first-round talent. And then last year, honestly, I didn't watch him a lot. I just have a bad gut feeling about him, and it seemed like a lot of what he did was designed like get the ball out of his hand as soon as possible, do short routes, dump offs, stuff like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
Hmm.
Maybe I am. It's totally possible. Maybe he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league next year. I hope not, because I don't want to see Sean Payton have another great quarterback. But maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But I'm not a believer yet. Maybe I'll get there. But I still
That's
think
fair.
I think that he had a great rookie season. There's no debating that. But I don't know. I'm not in yet.
Yeah.
I'm not on that bandwagon just yet.
That's fair. I mean, it does seem like he has. I mean, he played well. He had a good season. I mean, even you acknowledge that. He has a good coach with like, which like like it or not, like he has that going for him. I guess it'll remain to be seen. Like, can he like play like that consistently? As far as like, who do you think will have a better season, Bo Nix or CJ Stroud? Because
I'm gonna say
it
Stroud
is tough.
without overthinking it. I'm gonna say Stroud because he's got the better weapons, and that's about the extent of my justification. I think he's gonna improve upon his sophomore slump, and he'll be back more similar to what he was in his rookie season. Healthy Nico Collins.
Mhm.
You got the rookie receivers from Iowa State, Christian Kirk. Who am I forgetting? Is that it?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing
Sorry, I
somebody.
wasn't paying attention. But we have Nico Collins, Christian Kirk, Higgins, Schultz, Mixon, uh,
Yeah, and
obviously
then
the
you
running
compare it
back.
to Denver. They've got Cortland Sutton, and I've always been a Sutton fan. A while ago I was wishing he'd get traded because I think he would have done better. But part of that was because he didn't have any good quarterbacks. But now he's got Bo Nix, who is, despite the hate from me, he is the best quarterback they've had in years. So there's that. Um,
Yes.
and I didn't like their running game, but they did just upgrade by signing J.K. Dobbins, and they got Harvey in the
Mhm.
draft. So maybe the weapons are going to be better this year, and that'll help him a lot. Underrated weapon in Denver, by the way, is the receiver. Don't remember his first name, but the last name is Vele, I think. He was pretty solid for
Oh,
them.
yeah. Huh.
So just a
Right.
name to watch moving forward. I'm gonna say Stroud has a better season this year, though. Just I like his weapons better, and I like him better. So
Right. So, and I think this will be interesting because King Rays does say it's one of the best rookie seasons, which I probably don't necessarily disagree with. I think it's just been a little bit overshadowed
by
by how
Jaden,
well Jaden Daniels played. But while you were talking, I was actually curious because just like put some things in perspective. So, and again, not trying to like sing too much of like Bo Nix's praise when you just said you don't think he's all that good, but
sure.
just laying it
I
out.
mean,
And I'm
look,
not trying to like
I'm making
argue
a
or
bold
anything. Just
claim here. Not many people are anti Bo Nix right now, so go ahead and challenge me on it. I don't mind.
no, this isn't even the challenge. It's just like put things
Okay,
in perspective, and this might more reflect kind of the evolution of like how easy it is to play quarterback. But in 2018, Baker Mayfield set the rookie record for touchdown passes. Do you happen to know what the number was? If
probably
you
in the
don't, just take a
30s. I'm
guess.
guessing.
It was not in the 30s.
Oh, that's a little sad.
So in 2018, the number was 27.
Wait,
27
Andrew
touchdowns, and
Luck
that was
didn't
the
get more
rookie
than that
record.
his rookie season. That's a little surprising.
No, let's see. Andrew Luck, and he had a really good rookie
Yeah, he had
season.
one of the
He
best
had
passing seasons for a rookie. I'm pretty sure he
okay.
crossed
So, oh,
4,000
interesting. So
yards.
Andrew Luck. Wait, really? Okay, okay. This is okay. Sorry, I'm going on a complete tangent. So we think Andrew Luck had a historic rookie season, right? And it was really good. Guess
At
what
one
his
point,
passer rating was?
I have no idea what his passer rating was.
76.
76. Okay.
He threw a lot of interceptions. So he threw 23 touchdowns and 18 interceptions.
Okay.
And he did set the NFL record for passing yards. He had 4,300, which is
And
good
then
for a rookie.
Herbert broke that, didn't
But
he? I think.
yeah, so that's what I was going to get to next. So Baker set the rookie record at 27. 2 years later, Herbert broke it at 31, and Bo Nix had 29. So that just puts into perspective, which again, it might more reflect how easy it is now to play quarterback, like as a rookie. Like if you have a good offensive coach,
And the league has become so much
it,
more pass happy as well in recent years. So I think that is definitely. I don't think anyone is disagreeing with that trend. So it does make it
yeah.
easier to some degree.
I wonder how many Jaden Daniels had. You happen to know the number?
I don't know the number, and I'm guessing most of his were on the ground. So I wouldn't be surprised if Knicks had more passing touchdowns than Jaden.
I think he had a lot on the ground, but he had 25 touchdowns
Okay.
throwing, and then he had six rushing, so 31 all-purpose touchdowns.
Okay.
Unless he had a random receiving touchdown, which I don't think he had.
I don't
I'm
think
assuming it's
so.
just passing
Probably not.
and running, yeah, right. Like a Philly special, but yeah. So anyway, it is interesting to kind of like yeah, and I always kind of like I didn't watch that much Broncos football, which I was just kind of like because I was doing my quarterback rankings. I'm kind of thinking like I've heard Bo Nix is pretty good, but I wasn't sure. Like I think I put him at like 13 or something like that,
I think it was
if I'm not
14, but like in
mistaken.
that range. And I will
Yeah,
say I'd probably have him just slightly lower than that. Like, but it's not
yeah.
like I have him in the lower half of the rankings like by that much.
No, and I think if you're a rookie, that's a really good ranking because most people just put just straight up rookies in like the 20s. Like I think I had Cam Ward at 23 or something like that. So if you're like 14 to 16 after your rookie year, I think that's a good trajectory,
Successful rookie year,
honestly.
yeah.
Yeah, pretty successful. I think I had Jaden at like 9 or something like that. Oh well, maybe not because my top 10 technically isn't out yet, so not to necessarily spoil
Oh,
that.
okay.
But I don't know that there are very many people to like spoil it too. But I think I did fold and put Jaden ahead of CJ. But it's tough though. It was tough between Jaden, CJ, and Justin Herbert. Like who to put where. It was pretty
I
tough.
mean, honestly, I think Jaden's probably the best quarterback in the NFC, aside from maybe Jalen Hurts, but that's kind of iffy. I don't know.
Oh well, I had Jaden as the fourth best in the NFC. Well, I think you probably knew or saw the list
Yeah, I
because
saw the
my
list. I was surprised.
my top NFC quarterback is pretty surprising. So
Yeah,
y'all will have to stay tuned
I
for
mean,
that.
I'm all for respecting him. He deserves it. I won't spoil the name though.
Right?
I
Yeah, I
assume
won't
you mean
spoil the
Knicks did all that without a consistent running game. I agree. Your running game was a mess. It was I'm not even sure. Was it No, it wasn't Jalil. It was the North Carolina guy. What was his name? Do you remember?
Oh, Hampton?
No, no, no,
No,
no,
no, no,
no.
no.
The guy
No,
who
it's
was
not.
already in the league. He was Javante. It was
Jaleel
Javante
McLaughlin?
Williams. They had
Devontae? Yeah.
Javante Williams. They had Jaleel McLaughlin, and then they had Audric Estime, I think, if that's how you say his name.
Mhm.
And it was like a weird running
Yeah.
back committee. Some weeks one guy would be a starter, another week it's a new guy. It was mostly the North Carolina guy who already forgetting his name. He's not done much in the league. I'm sorry, but he it's a
Yeah.
good point. He didn't have much of a running game, and I'm looking forward to seeing if that changes in Denver this year. Um, I don't know. I think that's part of why they had to get the ball
Yeah.
out of his hands so fast too. Is like there's no running game. The defense is going to be able to stack the box and or not stack the box, but bring the pressure more at I don't know. I think that's a testament to Sean Payton. I think the offense was designed well around Nix. There's no doubt about that. I hate saying it, but it's true. Uh, but yeah,
Broncos did sign J.K. Dobbins. How are we feeling about that?
I like
Do you
it.
think that will
I like it a lot.
significantly improve?
I hated that it took so long for somebody to sign Dobbins. He had a great season last year, when he was on the field, and I was surprised it took so long for somebody to bite the bullet. Just sign Dobbins, see what he can do for you. And I think Denver is an ideal situation for him. He's the clear starter there on day one. And if he gets hurt, then Denver has Harvey. So I think Denver's got a decent plan at running back right now. I'm not saying this is going to be one of the best running back rooms in the league, but this is just easily better than what they had last year. So,
For
yeah.
sure.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
project a step back for Bo Nix just because I think the weapons around him are going to be better. And they underrated
Yeah.
as well. They have Evan Ingram. He should help the passing game.
Mm,
I feel like
true.
people are forgetting that, but Evan Ingram is still pretty good,
Yeah.
at least at
He is
catching.
a pretty good tight end.
Yeah,
Yeah. Um, no, that's good. And I think it's good that Denver has a because I assume J.K. is just gonna be their number one running back, right? Just the guy they're
unless
gonna
Harvey
rely
is just
on.
that good as a rookie. But I
Yeah.
mean, he's gonna get his chance
Oh,
at
it's
some point.
possible. I mean, if Harvey turns out to be better than J.K. Dobbins, I guess that's gotta be a good thing. If you like, if
That
Harvey
means it
kind of
was
like ascends,
it was worth the draft pick.
right, for sure. Um, but sorry, I'm looking at stuff in the chess.com notes, but anyway, just making
Okay.
fun of that Chiefs fan. But anyway, but yeah, no, that's all pretty good stuff. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see the Broncos as well as just the entire AFC West generally, because you think the Chiefs rule it, and I still think they're the favorites to win the AFC West, obviously.
I'm not gonna
But
be the brave
you
soul who
got
says they don't win it. I'm not.
nah, I'm not willing to like take that risk either. Like if someone predicts that it happens, like good for you, go grab a cookie or something. But
Yeah.
I couldn't care less. But you have some stacked rosters in there and some legendary head coaches. In the AFC West, you have Andy Reid, Sean Payton, Pete Carroll, and who am I missing?
Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So it'll be interesting to see how that division
How
plays
many
out.
teams in that division make the playoffs? That's the real question. Because there's so many teams in the
Yeah,
AFC in that wild card hunt. Like we kind of have our big three in Buffalo, Baltimore, and Kansas City. They're probably locked in, and then AFC South winner probably Houston is in, and then you got all these other teams who could be competing for the wild card spots. You got the Chargers, you got the Bengals. Maybe you have Aaron Rodgers
yeah.
and the Steelers now. Um,
Hmm.
you got the Patriots because we both believe they're gonna win probably around 9 or 10 games, so they're gonna be in the hunt. The
Yeah,
Raiders are gonna be a lot of fun. They could be in the hunt. If Miami ever starts winning games in the cold, they could be in the hunt. I
right.
mean, there's so many good teams that could be in the hunt for the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to watching that play out.
And I even wanted to say there's gonna be some team that surprises us, like Jacksonville could like make a run. Like I kind of feel
Whoever
it. Like
competes
not
with Houston in that division, it's gonna be one of those
yeah.
teams, Jacksonville or Tennessee.
Yeah, I think the AFC South will be a closer race than people assume. Like 2 years ago, it was very close. It came down to the last game, and really that drop pass. That was it. It was the backup running back. Was it Hines or some like running back on the Colts dropped a pass to like
I think Hines might
clinch
have been
us the
gone by
AFC
then. I'm
South.
not sure though.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you who it was.
2020. Yeah, because I don't think it was Jonathan Taylor. It was some running back.
Didn't I'm sorry, I forgot to name the Broncos. They're also going to be in the wild card hunt.
I think it's
That's my
kind of a
bad.
given. We do think. Yeah. Also, I was actually gonna.
I know I was forgetting somebody.
2023. Okay, right. I actually want to look up who that unfortunate running back was that dropped the ball to clinch the division. It might have been Zach Moss.
Oh, that sounds right. He was in Indy after leaving Buffalo around that time.
Right. Um, maybe. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the AI is telling me that he had a costly drop. So yeah, it was totally Zach
We're
Moss.
gonna trust the AI. It's probably right.
Yeah. Um, no, anywho, yeah, very, very good stuff. Um, yeah, we'll see. It'll be exciting. I think a topic we'll do at some point later is like well, one, I think just like, predicting kind of like teams that like, teams that made the playoffs missing and that miss, made and things like that, but also worst to first.
Hmm.
Someone's going to do it, right? Rise like from, worst in the division to first.
There's a team that
So,
does it every year, right? So following the trend.
yeah, it's tough because you have a lot of crap teams and like stacked divisions that were worse, like the Giants in the NFC, East. Very unlikely that that's the case,
You know what I
but
hate is Carolina is probably one of the more likely teams to go from worst to first, but I'm too much of a coward to predict it. For the first time, like I predict every year that we're gonna win with the breakout at quarterback and the offense is gonna be good, defense is gonna be good.
Mhm.
I'm not predicting it this year because I think Tampa's gonna be really good. So I
Yeah, I mean,
dude, I don't
Tampa
know.
has consistently won the division, even like with Brady and then without Brady. Like I think they're one of the like top teams, like with like the longest like division winning streak.
Yeah,
Outside
it's
maybe
been
like the
like
Chiefs
4 or 5 years now.
at this point. Yeah, because I think Brady won it for 3 years in a row, and then Baker for two. So it's been 5 years. Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
crazy.
right.
Half a decade. Crazy. It's actually crazy to think about how like 2020 to now was like half a decade. That's
Oh
absolutely
yeah, please
insane.
stop. That's crazy, man.
Right. Yeah. Um Jonathan Taylor. So Jonathan Taylor was on the roster, but he wasn't the guy who dropped the pass. It was their backup running back. It was
Yeah, because
Zach
for some
Moss.
reason they drew up a play to pass it to the backup running back instead of hand it off to Jonathan Taylor. I remember vaguely that that
Yeah.
was a talking point. Like, why would you not trust Jonathan Taylor?
Yeah, that was a little bit odd. That was funny. But
Yeah, you were happy.
anyway, yeah, oh yeah, I was ecstatic. Like, yes! Like, I don't know if I've ever been more excited for a drop pass.